Welcome to BVTV Network, coming to you from the UK studios of BizVision. I'm your host, Malcolm Gallagher. The world faces an irretrievable disaster, and it's our fault. Every one of us is guilty somehow, somewhere, of harming our planet. Many know about climate change and nod their heads that something must be done, and then they do nothing. My guest today is passionate about helping us see how to make necessary changes to save for future generations our wonderful world. She's the author of this book, Sustainable in a Circular World: Design and Restore Natural Ecosystems Through Innovation. Please meet Peggy Smedley. Hello, Peggy. Let's start our talk. In layman's terms, though, what do you mean by a circular world, and how does it generate sustainability? Can it help us hold back this climate change that's on front page of all our newspapers this week?
So let's take a step back. So we're all experiencing, this is the way I like to explain it to people. We're experiencing what I like to call this global gold rush in the world, that right now we're talking about moving from gray, this gray world, to green. When I talk about this, the world is in this low carbon future. You hear us all talking about this: wind, solar, clean energy. These are the things we're all talking about. So we need to protect our people, our planet, from this devastating impacts you hear of rising seas, spiking temperature, extreme weather, climate impacts that are destroying our environmental, our human, our social, economic development worldwide. But now think about it. You know this, being in the UK, is not since the Industrial Revolution have we seen such destruction of the environment, and it's continues, it's changing. So we don't want history to repeat itself. And since we need to kind of understand what's happened to our ecosystem. I mean, think about Easter Island. We don't want another Easter Island. So I like to tell people, what have we all become? We've amassed all this stuff. And you and I talked about it just before we went on air, that everything is piling up in our landfills, one item after another. So like direction of its flow, like carbon in the atmosphere, like plastic in the ocean, it's drawing on considerable concern. So we've become this take, make, waste society that is destroying everything for decades. So I think right now what we have to do is stop doing that. And we have to start thinking about the planet. And we have to think about, how do we stop doing all of this? And I think what we have seen, factories have been very productive for years, and they've been making plentiful things. But as humans, we've been so comfortable with all these things that we've become this throwaway society. Yes. So I think, and we can talk more about it, we've become this circular, we need to be more circular economy, sustainable. We need to think about climate change, and we need to needs to be more of our nomenclature. So that's what I think when I talk about it. So you and I can debate about it a little bit, but I think what I really want us to think about is less waste, more circular, and not owning everything, thinking more about our society in general.
Each of us has a societal responsibility to those who follow us. Unless we take action now to save our planet, the sad fact is that there may not be a world for those that follow us. That sounds apocalyptical, almost a fanciful Hollywood movie, but it's not. It's grim reality. I trust my guest today, Peggy Smedley, author of this book, Sustainable in a Circular World, has given you the impetus that you need. Let's all take action.